Today I'm going to talk about cognitive replacement therapy. Now don't be alarmed by a large word, it's actually quite simple. We all have ideas, statements, words floating around in our head. We have gathered these through our lifetime, especially in early childhood, teenage years, all those nasty experiences we've experienced dealing with other people, going to school, parents even. We've all been told at some point or another that we're not good enough, that there's something wrong with us, and we adopt these, especially in the early years, as we're more receptive. So these ideas, statements, words flow down into our subconscious mind where they become emotionally charged and stay there for our entire life if we don't deal with it. And what they do is that they will influence you without you even realizing it. So a simple word such as worthless will sit in your subconscious mind and influence you to prove that you are worthless, that you can't achieve anything, not long term. You can willpower yourself through it for a short time. But because willpower is limited and the subconscious mind is unlimited, eventually you'll take a break, you won't be paying attention, and then it'll hit you. You won't realize it at first, but it'll start making you experience behaviors, emotions, thoughts that will come to prove whatever is programmed down there. And this can tear apart everything you've worked so hard with your willpower to build. So the way this works is it's very simple. We're going to replace, as that's why it's called replacement, the statement in your head with another one, a positive version. Now, two statements will be programmed into your head over time. One, for instance, can say that you're worthless, the one that exists right now. Another one can say that you're powerful and worthwhile. Now, these are conflicting statements, so only one can be dominant. The two cannot share the same space at the same time. The rules are that emotionally, that positive will always trump negative. It has a higher energy frequency than negative, quite considerably too. And so if the mind has two competing ideas, both equally adopted, then the positive one is the one that it's going to go for. So on a piece of paper, go ahead and write down whatever words are floating around in your head, negative words I mean. Go ahead and write them all down, look at them, and then burn it. This symbolic destruction is signifying to your subconscious mind that this is no longer you. Then write a statement out in the present moment, telling yourself that you are worthwhile, that you are powerful. For instance, it would go something like, I have the power to change my mind. I have the power to change my life. And it is happening now. Word power and now are both very emotional words, and put emphasis on them when you're doing your affirmations. Once you have a sufficient statement made out, and this will be particular for each person's case, so one would not be completely accurate for another person because we all have different underlying issues that we're trying to replace. Go ahead and you're going to repeat this thing 10 times in your head or out loud, right when you wake up and right before you go to bed. As you're laying there in bed waiting to drift off to sleep, you go ahead and say it 10 times. And then once, any time during the day when you're feeling that old statement creep back into your mind. Now, over the course of about a month, this thing will cement itself into your mind, and when the two conflicting statements are present, the mind will look at which one it should follow. And because positive trumps negative, then it'll follow the one that you've been working on. And so this is how it's done. And I hope that everyone that needs this can use it, and that you do have the power to change your life, but you do have to do something about it. Otherwise, your autopilot brain will just continue taking you on paths that you don't want to go on.